What's going on, guys? Satsuki the Savage here, and today is the final exam review for Fruits Basket 2019 Season 1. I cannot tell y'all how glad I am that this series got a reboot. I never read the manga, I never watched the old anime, and that's the thing about it. If this did not get remade, I would have never knew anything about the series, which would have been pretty sad because I am loving this. This series has some of my favorite characters of this year. Momoji, Kyoko, Tohru, Utani, Hana, the list goes on and on and on. But enough fanboying, let's get into the review. Let's go. So starting with the brief synopsis, this series centers around Tohru Honda, a high school girl who is living in a tent, but finds herself living with the Somas after stumbling into their estate. The Somas are a mysterious family that holds many secrets. One of them being that they turn into their respective zodiac animals when hugged by the opposite gender. Fruits Basket is a jack of all trades, having a remarkable blend of comedy, mystery, and romance. The comedy can speak for itself since that's highly subjective, but the mystery in Fruits Basket will have you guessing from episode to episode. I didn't expect to be making theories going into the series. I thought it would just be a cute slice of life anime that I would sit down and enjoy mindlessly, but I was dead wrong. Fruits Basket gives you just enough information to try and figure out what's up with the Somas and what secrets they hold, and this is what makes discussions with this series so enjoyable. The mystery prompts engagement with other fellow fans, so being a part of the Fruits Basket community is another appeal. Speaking to the romance, this is an aspect of anime that not everyone enjoys, but again, Fruits Basket deals with it to where the romance is there, but not pushed heavily, at least for this season. You will have moments where the anime shippers will be fed, but it's subtle and organic. You won't have forced lovey-dovey nonsense just because. Unfortunately, the strongest facet of the series, which are the characters, I've already talked about in a different video, so I won't go too in depth. To summarize what I said in my old video, Fruits Basket has a great story, but it's more so a character-driven series. I'm not exaggerating when I say almost every character introduced in the series I liked. Even the characters that you would normally find annoying end up being endearing more than anything. The main character, Tohru, is the backbone of the series, and I can't say enough about her. Tohru is definitely the best female character I have seen this year, and she doesn't fight, she isn't extremely smart, nor a fan service trap. Without getting into specifics, my reasons for loving Tohru is that she's a hard worker, she's the sweetest girl in the universe, and she's uncannily wise. And while there is a lot more to praise about Tohru, I'll leave it at that for the non-viewers. The supporting cast is just as interesting and fleshed out, so much so that I dare say that Fruits Basket has one of the best character casts, at least from the anime I've seen. To add on, the characters themselves aren't just great. What separates Fruits Basket from other series is the distribution of these characters. Throughout the series, characters have an appropriate amount of time devoted to them from episode to episode. You're not going to be introduced to a character, get their backstory, and be done with them after one episode, because Fruits Basket does a phenomenal job in making sure nobody is left out. As for the art and animation, I think Fruits Basket does good. For the art, I think it's comparatively good when taking the 2001 counterpart into consideration. I prefer the art in the 2019 version because it looks more detailed and more modernized, but I will concede the art in the 2001 version looks more faithful to the manga. This is one of those times where the anime studio taking liberties isn't so bad because the art in the 2001 version looks pretty outdated. Even going outside the series, I think Fruits Basket stacks up well art-wise to other anime. This series always looks full of life and knows how to coordinate the colors to match the mood or atmosphere of any given situation. The animation works pretty well for this series. There are a lot of chibi comedy animations, but I think that complements the lighthearted moments. There are some highs for the animation, but it's not going to win any awards or anything like that. Again, while TMS Entertainment won't blow you away with the animation, they do well to suit the style of Fruits Basket. My final thoughts on Fruits Basket is simple. Watch the damn show. Fruits Basket so far in the year has become my favorite non-sequel anime, and even including sequels is second best for me, with only Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 beating it out. I didn't come into the series with any high expectations. I heard about the old anime and never watched it, So experiencing this series for the first time, I am impressed. Excluding my own personal opinion, it seems like manga readers and viewers of the old anime are pretty satisfied with the remake of Fruits Basket. I wouldn't know myself, but others have been saying that this adaptation has been perfect so far. And if you can attract even the manga readers who are generally cynical, then you are doing right. I honestly feel like I could recommend this series to anyone who's open to the slice of life genre, as Fruits Basket is climbing up fast for me in that division. You can catch Fruits Basket on Funimation, Crunchyroll, and Verve. And if you do decide to watch it, I recommend you check out SeaTactics' second channel, Bento, as he and Rising Sun Reviews did a fantastic job covering Fruits Basket episode to episode in their podcast. And to close out this video again, I want to say I cannot express to y'all how much I love this series. It is definitely one of my favorite series of this year, and for me, just for me, it is the best non-sequel anime for this year. All right, I know you have series like The Promised Neverland up there. At least the manga readers don't really like the anime, but anime onlys like the anime, and that's all that really matters. And you also have like Kaguya-sama up there, but for me, Fruits Basket knocked every episode out of the park. But guys, that is pretty much it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Satsuki the Savage, out. Am I dying to live, or am I living to die?